everyone. Welcome to the 3W podcast. I'm so happy you all are here. I have such a dear friend with me today. I want to introduce you to Gay Prescott. Gay, welcome.
Thank you.
Gay is with Hope Cancer Resources, and they have had 1,000,001 changes this year, all for the good. So we're going to dive right into it. We're going to do 2 podcasts with Gay. So the second one is why we're really here. So I hope you will listen to part 1 and come back for part 2, because she has something amazing launching. And that's what part 2 is going to be all about. So, but first, part 1, Gay, welcome.
Thank you.
I'm happy you're here.
I'm so glad to be here.
You're one of my most favorite humans in Northwest Arkansas.
Well, you're so kind.
Because you're just always so smiley and chipper. And I could carry like you and Allison McElroy with me in my pockets. It would be a great day.
Well, we would love that. So we can trio a day. That's perfectly fine.
You'll be like my little elves all day, like little angels sitting right here. I would love that. Tell us who you are. Tell us who Gay is.
Oh, goodness.
So you've been at Hope Cancer for 20 years because you just had a huge anniversary.
I did.
And 3W is turning 18. So I've probably known you 17 of those.
Yes.
So yes. Yay. I'm so excited.
So I have been with this organization for 20 years. Obviously, I love it.
Obviously.
I would not be there for 20 years.
Nobody stays with anyone. Like, what are the words? Like, loyalty sounds like a disrespectful word. So I don't want to say no one's loyal anymore. But there's a lot of job hopping and looking for the next big thing.
Yeah.
Constantly, especially in the younger generations. But I don't think our generation is exactly wired for that. And I love that about our generation.
Yes. I think there is, I don't know, for me personally, it just is something I'm so passionate about. And before I was with this organization, I was with Washington Regional with the Cancer Support Home. And I was able to step into that role and honestly met some amazing patients. And they changed my life.
I don't think I knew that part.
Mm-hmm. And so I had patients who literally walked me through what it was like day to day being a cancer patient. And
I feel like you know all the ins and outs.
I know
of the cancer journey.
I know from family members having cancer, from friends having cancer. I don't know from me personally. And so there is still that I can't say this is exactly what it is.
Right.
And the reality is it's different for every person. I often say people are not cookies. And so we're not out of a cookie cutter.
Oh,
you know,
I would love to be a
people
cookie.
Are very, some days it would be easier. Some days it would be easier, you know, but everybody is so unique and their journey is so unique. And I think that's what keeps me passionate about what we get to do.
Every day's a new day.
It's a new day. And some days are hard days for patients and some days are celebratory for patients. And the reality is we get to be with them on every one of those days.
I love that.
Yeah.
So tell us about Hope Cancer Resources.
Wow.
Which has also evolved.
It has evolved.
Gosh, should we go back to the beginning or should we just jump in where we are today?
I can just quickly, for people who have been in this community for a long time, they will remember an organization, Northwest Arkansas Radiation Therapy Institute.
NARTI.
Which
NARTI. I did not know what NARTI was.
Yes.
I just knew it as NARTI in Springdale.
Because it was established when the world did everything in acronyms.
Yeah.
And, but people did not know exactly what it was.
Absolutely.
Unless you were treated there. So it was the radiation therapy treatment in Northwest Arkansas. The reality is it was out of philanthropy in our community. The hospitals did radiation therapy at the time. It was actually cobalt therapy.
Okay.
And the world of cancer treatment was changing. And so Little Rock had a linear accelerator. Northwest Arkansas did not. And people were traveling for their radiation therapy treatments. And so the hospitals came together. It's such a great philanthropy story. I love it. And brought this together. Our hospital systems are amazing in Northwest Arkansas.
Yes, I completely agree.
But they came together and it didn't really make sense economically to have every one of them do radiation therapy. And so they created this center with the giving of the community and the giving of the hospitals. And that's how NARTI was established.
Okay.
In
And all the hospitals funneled in
all
there.
the hospitals were part of that.
I love this.
And then individual donors in the community. The state of Arkansas also gave a large gift to make sure that this happened. And so just to go back and see.
So that's 30 years ago.
How philanthropy has made all of this happen. When I went to NARTI, it was shortly after that we sold our treatment services to Highlands Oncology.
Yes.
And to be honest, it just made better sense for a patient.
Yeah, you spoke about that at your anniversary, I always want to say retirement. Yeah. I don't know why.
It's okay.
Most people have parties for retirement.
It's because of my age.
No, it is not because of your age.
People say your retirement party. I'm like, it was just a 20-year celebration.
It was a huge 20-year celebration, but I did not know that. I knew, it's like what you said, like, I didn't know what the acronym stood for. I just knew NARTI, and I knew you were there, and I knew Cindy, and and then you're like, we sold that stuff. And I was like, oh, I had no idea how it morphed out of NARTI into Hope. So you sold the services.
So we sold our treatment services. It made it seamless, more seamless, I think, for a patient. All of their treatment is under Highlands Oncology, which I would say a shout out to them.
Absolutely.
Phenomenal cancer care.
Absolutely. I completely agree.
I mean, really amazing. They do a lot of things that other people in the nation look at them.
I love that.
And they want to know how Highlands does it. And so it's really amazing. And for us to be a partner with them just works great for a patient and their family. There was another organization, it was helping oncology patients excel. And they really focused on financial assistance.
Again, hold on. I did not know
what it stood for.
I thought it was just the word. I didn't know that was another acronym. And that's where Cindy came from.
Yes.
And I remember the merge. But I didn't know it was two acronyms merging.
Yes, it's two acronyms merging. And the reality is both organizations, cancer was not in their name.
Oh, you're right.
We had oncology and helping oncology patients excel. But for the general community, oncology, it's a clinical word.
Right.
And for our healthcare community, very known.
Right.
In the general community,
not as
we
much.
say cancer.
Right.
And so we were very specific in choosing our name.
Okay.
We wanted cancer in the name. We certainly know that we offer hope. And we offer resources. And so that's how Hope Cancer Resources came into play.
Wow.
And so I'm very proud to be on the ground floor of that happening.
Yes.
And we had two boards that merged together, leaders in our community that really had a lot of vision to make it happen. And so as Hope Cancer Resources has grown, some of our programs have changed. Some we've added. The reality is we have a core of what we do. And I am so proud of it. And I feel so strong about what it does in a cancer patient's life.
I mean, at the on a simple level, I feel like if a cancer patient needs a gas card, you all are there for that. Like a very simple.
Right.
It's very I mean, there's many more resources that you offer, but I'm just saying just the most simple, basic, a ride or a gas card or something to treatment.
That's right.
Okay.
You know, just getting to treatment is the largest barrier.
Is it really?
It really is. And I think there's so much that happens when a patient is diagnosed. All of a sudden, their calendar is no longer their own. Other people are making their calendar for them. They're trying to still manage their family, manage work if they are working. Sometimes they have to step back from work. And so then you're trying to manage finances. And it's just so much that goes into it.
Do you have a checklist? Or do your people have a checklist for day one of, the entire universe has just dropped on my shoulders and I don't know what to do.
Yeah. So
I know everyone's different.
Everyone's
right?
different.
We're not cookies, but
I will say,
is there a starting point?
I don't think I've ever known a person diagnosed with cancer where they didn't feel like it just hit them to their core.
Oh, I can't even imagine.
Yeah. And their family.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's usually the patient who's very overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to, there's the person that's going to collect all the information. Like, you don't have to worry about it. I'm going to have all the information and I'm going to know what you need to know.
Wow.
And there's usually the person that's the doer. Like, what can we do? What can we organize? What can we help with? And somebody needs all of that. We need all of that in our life. Someone to step up and help us. The reality is there are some patients who
don't have that.
They don't have one person in their life. And so, but regardless if they have a big family, they have no family, I encourage people talk with our social workers because that's really where it begins.
Okay.
And our social workers are trained and they're very focused on, we have the only social workers that are just oncology social workers.
Oh,
and so that's their world. That's what they live in. And so
jewels in their crown.
Yes.
Jewels in y'all's crowns.
It is a hard day to day.
Absolutely.
But they do, oh my goodness.
They do amazing work. Yes.
They do God's work. They do. And so they get to be a part of somebody's family and really just help them navigate through really deep waters, I would say. We plan for things in our life. We generally plan for all the good things in our life.
We don't plan for cancer.
We don't plan for cancer.
That is an unexpected exit.
And so all of a sudden, it's like, what do I do? Who do I talk to? What's going to happen to my family? Most patients really focus on
the family,
the people around themselves, and so there's just so many questions. And what our social workers can help with is just answer those questions one by one.
Okay.
And so it helps alleviate some of the stress. And also resources that we have are resources in the community. There's a strong cancer network in our community with the cancer support.
A small network not in a bad way, but in a connected way. It's probably like this, but y'all make it like this.
That's right.
Okay.
Because it takes all of us to make it strong for a patient. And that's really all of our goal. There's not a competitive nature. There is a collaborative nature, but that sole focus is a patient. And so it really does work well. I feel like it works well.
It absolutely
Is it perfect?
Works well.
No.
Is anything perfect?
No. And so I know there's people that get missed or maybe we can't help them as much as we would like to. But there's other resources that we try to connect them to just to make their everyday life a little bit easier. Another thing that we have a couple of things as far as we have our wellness center that we started in 2017. And I'm going to give a shout out to Sandy Arnold.
Yes, do it.
Sandy Pritz Arnold, because it was really her vision. We had the space. And so what we added to our facility is a small gym, basically.
It's quite a maze of a facility.
It is.
You've got lots of hidden treasures in that building.
I say just keep going.
Yeah.
Just keep going around. But it's one of the first things that you can see and be a part of. And so for patients, a lot of times they'll utilize it after their treatment.
Really?
It's very celebratory to end your treatment. And then there's this, what's next?
Oh.
And also, I'm used to somebody looking at me and checking me every week.
Right.
And now they tell me it's 3 months. And
that's probably a weird feeling.
It's kind of a scary moment.
Yes. Okay.
But also treatment can deplete us.
And
so our wellness center, we have a trained therapist and she comes in and works with patients one-on-one and also with caregivers. And so it's a place where they can come. It's a quiet space. Maybe they're not ready to get back to their gym. Maybe they've never been in a gym, but they want to restore some of their strength. And so it gives them that one-on-one time to be able to do that.
That's awesome.
We do yoga classes in there. We have some meditation that we will do. And so it's really a restorative place.
I like that.
And we're real proud of it. I love having that.
I've never
patients,
known about that
yeah,
space.
it's really a great transition
Yes.
for a patient and gives them something after treatment,
Okay.
but really kind of before they're ready to just jump back out there.
Right. Because
If that
3
makes
months,
sense.
I don't like that 3-month window.
It's a
we're done
wait.
to the test.
Yeah.
I don't know. That it didn't, probably because it didn't go well for my stepdad. And I'm like, I don't like that. I'm like, let's just keep on testing, make sure
Right.
we're okay.
Right.
So I get it.
Yeah.
We want to limit exposure, but I'm like, expose away. I
Yes.
need to know
That's
that
right.
it's not come back.
Well, and I think, you get so pushed into that.
Right.
At the
Your
time of
schedule is
diagnosis.
taken away from you.
Mhm.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden you have some free time.
Free time.
And it's kind of a weird place.
I bet that's a hard shift
for a lot of
mentally.
people. Yes.
Mhm.
And they're so connected to their treatment team.
Right.
That becomes their lifeline. And it's like
Those are their
social
people.
time,
Those are their
you
new
know?
people.
Yes.
Yes.
So to have the distance,
That's
really,
probably hard too. You're like,
it's a hard moment.
my friends have been ripped away from me in the best possible way.
That's
but
right.
Still.
Yes. And so this gives them another place.
Okay.
Honestly. And it's, Hannah does a really great job of evaluating like what would be successful to you personally,
Mm-hmm.
and then building a plan for that.
Wow.
One of my favorite stories was, a couple, they were a little bit older, but he had bought a trip as a celebration of her ending her treatment. And he was very thoughtful about it. He did it 6 months out,
Mm-hmm.
knowing like
She needs
she
to
would need to
recover.
recover. And she was excited about it, but she was worried about it.
Of course.
She said, I don't feel like I can walk on this trip. I don't feel like I have the strength to do that. And so that's what they worked on, is just building her strength little by little. And while they were on their trip, we got a postcard, and it was so sweet. It was simple, but it's like, we made the trip.
Oh.
I walked every day.
Oh my gosh.
And
Because of you all.
And it was just a gift. And she was doing the work, but she had a reason to do it. And I think that's the thing when I think about our services, they're very evidence-based, but they're so personal. And maybe not everybody in my organization would say this, but I think they would. Is truly a gift of love.
Yes.
It truly is a gift of love to
Well,
people.
you said at your anniversary party that you cry every day.
I do. I cry every day. And sometimes they're happy tears, and sometimes they're really hard tears. But there's a lot of happy tears. There's stories like that.
Okay.
And just knowing, like, I don't have to know all the stories, but I know that we get to be a part of it. And it's really life-changing for people.
Gay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know. See, that's it.
I knew
that's
you were
why
going
we cry every day.
I know. That's why. If you can make people cry, you can raise money. Tears turn into money real fast, which I love because, we have to have money at Hope Cancer Resources to pay for all those services, to pay for the person to come in and do the health plan that you were talking about. I mean, I don't think we just wake up and we're like, Hope Cancer needs a gym. That's not an obvious solution.
Right.
But it is mentally, and it's about the holistic approach.
Yes.
So
it is
that.
It is.
Wow.
So one of the things in our future, and we've had it a little bit before, but we really want to focus on it more in the future, is really educating our community more on things they can do every day to lower our risk of cancer.
Okay.
And, we
Probably not drinking out of a plastic lid.
Again, we probably know those things, but to be more intentional, we're going to look at talking to like human resource managers when someone's diagnosed, or even thinking of wellness within corporations, which I think that is more and more a focus. Something we can give people, a benefit we can give people as education, and something that they can really apply to their lives.
Because it's overwhelming. So if you all can break it down.
That's right.
In simple forms.
Like, what are the age-appropriate screenings? What are the screenings that are appropriate for you? What are the, and then what is accessible? Where do you get it?
Oh, right. I mean,
You know?
I wish that full body screening was covered by insurance.
Yes.
So once a year scan
Yeah.
would do us all wonders.
That's
not
right.
have to pay for it out of pocket and not have to be sick in order to get it.
Right.
You know,
Right. But
focus
to
on
be
wellness.
proactive in your
Yes.
health.
Yes. I wish we have a new business that just opened up in Rogers, which is so great. I just wish insurance covered things
Yes.
like that.
Yes.
So hopefully we're headed in that
know.
direction.
I think we will be.
You
It may
do?
take a little bit.
Okay. You think we'll see it?
I hope so.
Okay.
I think it'll take some advocacy to make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I had a mission. So before I had kids, my stepfather passed away. I think it was the summer before I got pregnant, and he was larger than life. And it was a very quick journey for him. I think it was 4 or 6 months, if that. And it was, I think it was a central nervous system lymphoma that metastasized in his brain. And that's not ultimately what killed him. What took him was a pulmonary embolism as a side reaction to his chemo medicine. But I had so much gumption after he passed. And of course, then I had kids and that focus shifted to advocate for whole body screenings because I had been there for a while and had it been caught sooner. And you know, maybe the outcome would have been different. And I know Mercy has that blood test. I believe that, you know, it's fairly inexpensive, I think, to go take it and it tests a gazillion markers.
Right.
So many success stories from that. And I'm like, I just want all this stuff out there and accessible to everyone.
That's right. Yes. And so those are the things we can advocate for. And we can talk to our legislators about, and we can talk to like the insurance commission about, and things like that, like what is needed for every individual. And healthcare has come a long way. There's been a lot of changes in healthcare. Research is amazing. And I will say in cancer care, research has been tremendous in changing the actual treatment of cancer.
Are you amazed from 20 years ago to today?
Yes.
At what your patients, so just take a handful of your cancer patients, at what they go through, like just take one type of cancer, right? And just isolate them, make them cookies for a minute.
Yes.
And what their treatments look like 20 years ago to today versus success rates back then to today. And are you just mind blown?
It is mind blowing.
Okay.
And it's still hard. Treatment is hard. But to realize how targeted treatment has become, and yes, there's still some that is like cancer treatment as a broad spectrum. And I'm not a healthcare provider.
Yes. So let's be real clear. We do not have MDs after our names.
But the reality is to realize how they can pinpoint something within a cell.
That's unbelievable. A cell.
Amazing. And it's all because of research. And so it's wonderful scientific minds, but the bravery of patients that are willing to be in a clinical trial so that it may or may not make things better for them. There's always the hope that it is, but to realize that they're paving the way for people after them. And I just think of the bravery of a patient to be able to do that.
Because I feel like everyone always wants in these really tiny clinical trials and they're just fighting to get in, but I never thought about the other side of it, the bravery to even get in and do it.
That's right.
That's never thought about that angle.
You know, and just how many people work to make that clinical trial. And it's amazing to see the results of it and how, like you said, how cancer care has changed. At one time, there was just treatment, and we all knew it was bad. We all knew it was hard because we watched it.
Right.
We watched it happen to people that we love dearly. And to see how now they know, like, well, this treatment, but we have this that will help with that side effect, and it won't change the treatment effect. And so really, I think the healthcare community has looked at the quality of life also, and the measurement of that within a patient, and how that affects even the family unit. And then once you get into genetics and understanding,
that's a whole
that's a whole other
world.
thing.
Yes.
And but realizing like how that can be a preventative measure within the family on certain things. And so the cancer world is just changing, I feel like, by the minute.
I love that. For the better.
For the better, and learning. And when my dad was going through treatment, there was that moment that I became really frustrated. And I'm like, why? Like
it is a frustrating journey.
Everything was a why.
I always said that when my mom and stepdad were in Florida. And I'm like, did you ask? Why? Why? And she's like, she love her dearly. Yes. She wasn't wired like me. I'm very
I always have
aggressive. I always she's like, enough with the questions. And I wish I had been down there to be more of an advocate for her and for him. She was just there loving on him.
Yes.
But you have to have someone just go be a jerk. Unfortunately,
you gotta ask the questions.
You have to keep pushing for more answers. And I'm the why person.
And I just, was like, why this treatment? Why this? Why are they asking him to do this, this, and this? And a really dear friend said, I need to remind you that it's the practice of medicine.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, actually, that helps me.
Okay.
And it made me reflect. And I'm like, I can't imagine what it was like being a patient 50 years ago.
Oh, no.
And, now in our world, we have more survivors of cancer than we've ever had. And it's all because of the research and the treatment and the bravery of healthcare providers and their gift of science that has been given to people, and the bravery of patients and families willing to say yes, and so at a really hard time in their life.
Yes.
And they
brave during
they say yes to treatment, and they say yes to the next treatment, and they say yes to this procedure. And it's a lot for a patient.
Wow. I like that. Okay, you have such good angles on it.
Oh, you're so sweet.
You said bravery. I'm like, I love that. I love that. Okay, let's talk about, we kind of talked about the journey of Hope Cancer resources. I always say Hope Cancer. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I don't say acronyms, but I will say Hope Cancer. Let's talk about this new logo.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Thank you.
Do you like it?
I do like it. Of course,
I like that the hope is emphasized.
Yes.
The blue ribbon.
Yes. So we had a whole team. Jamie led that and really worked on, they got a committee together. And, some people go, a committee.
You have to have that. You have to have a lot of input.
I would say a focused task force.
Okay.
Is what it was. And so they took like our history and then where we are today and looking forward. And that's really what you have to do with your branding.
Yes.
And, we're in a marketing world now, right? Whether people realize it or not.
We are.
And we always have been. But it's, I think more now than ever because there's so many channels, to reach people. And everybody wants their own. They like, you reach me where I am. I'm not going to look. I'm not going to look for you.
Yes. You come to me.
In this world, with our brand, because we deal with cancer, people do look for us because it's the moment of what now.
Yes.
And so I think
you're like a life preserver.
Yes. And so I think they did an amazing job in balancing our strong history and looking forward, the vision of going forward. Our whole purpose is to help people, where they are in their cancer journey. And the reality is we would love to look at more preventative and lowering your risk, because that's what makes our community healthier. And so we just to find that balance of that. But I think the brand is fresh and it's out there and we like it. And we've had good response from it. But to see, it will still be evolving.
Yes.
Because
that's okay.
your brand has a life of its own.
It does.
And it really is supported by the foundation of your mission.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think our mission is strong in this community, and but we want it to continue to be.
Okay, so forgive me. It's probably something I should know. Is blue synonymous with cancer?
It is not necessarily.
Is it like the pink ribbon?
There are certain cancers that blue is.
Okay. Or we just pull in blue from our old.
Yes.
And I don't mean old, but NARTI was blue. Hope cancer.
That's right.
Hope
That's
cancer
right.
was blue.
So it just kind of carried over.
Okay. I like it.
But it's a fresh blue.
It is a fresh blue.
It's bright. It's life.
It's happy. It's a happy blue.
And so I loved that aspect of it.
I did. That was the first thing I noticed.
Yeah.
Was it's a much brighter blue, which brighter always means happier to me.
That's right. And I feel like it kind of breathes life.
It does.
And so that's really important in our work, and to kind of be a beacon of life in the community. And again, in really hard times.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one. Okay. We're going to save what you really do for part 2 and what you're really doing for part 2. But I want to jump into, we just have a couple minutes left on this one.
Yeah.
I want to talk about Gay as a person. So, outside of your day job and your AFP and all the things you're connected to, what does downtime look like for you outside of Razorback baseball season?
Okay. Because Razorback baseball season is important.
It is very important to you, the two of you.
That's right. It is.
It's like a 4 or 6 month holiday.
Yes. Right. So outside of Hope Cancer Resource, it's hard because I feel like it all blends together.
It is hard.
And it stays together.
Yes.
So I'm married to Larry, which is why I moved to Northwest Arkansas. He actually lived in Fayetteville. And so I got to move here, and our life together has been wonderful.
And if y'all don't know Larry on Facebook, you need to friend him on Facebook because he's an absolute treasure to follow.
He's funny.
He is very so funny.
Humor.
He is so funny.
We have 2 dogs. I feel like we have always had at least 2 dogs our whole married life. And he was not used to having a dog in the house. And when we got married, I brought Katie. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, well, she wants to be in.
Yeah.
And so at first it was like, and it took about one night.
Of course.
She was in. And now all our dogs have been in. And so he is retired. And so really my life outside of work is with Larry.
Yes.
And so we do things with our church. We do things at the university. We play tennis. Larry got me into playing tennis. And
are you all obsessed with pickleball? I feel like that's the next
We
next
actually
thing
did
that tennis players jump into.
Yeah, we did a lesson with pickleball, and Larry was, of course, quite good at it.
Of course,
he's very athletic. I am not athletic, and so I was okay. I'm going to say I was okay. I wasn't terrible, but I think I'm going to try to play tennis a little bit longer.
I like tennis. I'm there for the skirts. I've always done that. No, I've always been there for the skirts.
Yeah. So we enjoy doing things together. Most of my family, most is in Mississippi. And so, we love to go down and see them and be a part of their lives, and have nieces and nephews in different places and the next generation. And so I always wonder, I'm like, we have to go and visit them because
they're busy.
That's the way they will know us.
Yes.
And so I have 16 great nieces and nephews.
That's a lot.
And so it's a lot. But they're wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
So they're 17 down to 8 months old.
Wow, you have the whole range. How amazing is that? You get every single one of them knocked out.
I know, they're so
you're
fun.
like, all your stages, and I'm done. I pass you back, teenager.
That's right. Give me the baby.
Give me the baby snuggles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet or savory?
Sweet.
Really?
Yes.
I am not surprised. Not surprised by that at all. What is your favorite time of day?
Morning.
I'm a morning person too, which is weird.
Morning.
I never thought I would be.
I do. I like morning. I don't love 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Do you want to take a nap? Because I do.
Actually, I think that's it. My body does. I don't think as well. So I have to okay, I need to get up and move around.
But then I get recharged.
And then I get recharged and then I can go.
Yes. But like 1 to 3, I'm like,
I have this 30 minutes to an hour where I'm not super productive.
Same.
And then I'm like, hey,
yeah, let's go.
Get
the day
together.
isn't over with. I love it. Someone's like, can I meet at 4? And I'm like, no.
It's like,
that's not going to work for me.
It's like, you don't want me then. You don't want me then.
You don't want me. But if you would like to meet me at 7 a.m., I'm all yours. I will not look good, but I'm all yours.
That's
I'm already charged and ready.
My mind is ready.
Yeah, I can even do 5. Again, not going to look good, but I can absolutely do it. Okay. One more thing. At 13, what did you want to do? Would 13-year-old Gay be shocked about what you're doing today?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I think at 13, you would say those typical things. Oh, I want to be a mom. I want to be a teacher or a nurse.
You're not wrong.
A teacher or nurse.
Yes, that was the go-to
thing.
Yes.
But the reality is I loved art even at 13. And so in high school and then when I went to college, I was in graphic arts. And so I did 2 years in college under a graphic arts program, got an associate's degree, and then went and worked for a printing company. And from there, I went into an ad agency. And I loved it. I loved that world. An ad agency is super, super fun.
It is fun.
I know they're totally different now.
Yes.
Than they were
But that's
then.
okay. Still fun. Still crazy.
But it's fast paced and it's different ideas. I worked in the creative department.
I'm amazed by creative people.
Oh, it is, you talk about a different day every day. But
every day.
Great.
Yes.
It is great.
Yes.
And so it was fun and exciting. And that's actually how I met Larry. He was a salesperson for a national printing company in St. Louis. And we were one of his accounts. And we knew each other for probably 3.5 years. And then it was like, maybe we should date.
Maybe.
Then
I think we should.
And we should. And then we got married and it's been great.
Yes.
And I moved here and I went to an ad agency and I loved it. But it was very different than what I had been in Mississippi. But I loved it and I met some really great people. But I had just moved to Northwest Arkansas and Larry traveled in his job. And I was like, I don't know anyone. I don't even know where I am.
Right.
And so I stepped back and I took a few months off.
Oh, that's nice.
And just, I drove every road in Fayetteville. And Larry got tickled because I would say, just go down that road, you'll get there quicker. And he was like, how do you know that? And I'm like, because I've driven it. Like I just went every
hilarious.
neighborhood
I love this.
because I wanted to know the community. And so it really was a nice time for me to be able to do that. But to say at 13, number one, I never dreamed I would live anywhere but Jackson, Mississippi.
Oh, really?
I did not have this, like, I want to travel the world. My family was in Jackson.
Yeah.
And
I've been there many times.
Our family it's the most amazing gift to share with somebody.
Oh, wow.
It's my family. And it's just my experiences. We have just this strong, strong love and it's amazing. And so, but to think that I would, number one, be in Arkansas and then which I have loved, I will say, I am a really good Razorback fan. I do make sure my family understands I can still ring a cowbell.
Yes.
And do it lovingly.
Absolutely. People around here are a lot happier when the Razorbacks are performing.
Yes.
So our transplant blood is just here to cheer you on so you're happier.
So I like it. It took me a little bit before I would actually call the Hogs.
I don't call the Hogs. I feel really? Like a poser.
Well, I can now.
I mean, I could do it, I guess, but I feel like I didn't go
You still
there.
have a question? Oh, I get
And
it.
so I
Yes.
feel like I'm just posing. I feel like
Not sure.
I'm not indoctrined. I'm not worthy of calling the hot. Like, that's how it feels to me. I'm like,
yeah.
okay. It feels weird. It's not that I'm not cheering for them.
Right.
It just feels like, well, you didn't go here and graduate from here.
So you can't do it.
It feels just like that to me internally.
Well, I'm a cheerleader by nature. So
Not surprised by that either.
So I really get into it.
I love this.
At the College World Series, when we go there.
Big baseball people.
And we're not playing. So whoever's playing, I pick a team.
Oh, same.
And so I do their cheer.
Yes.
And
I pick people I'm sitting around so that they don't get angry at me.
Yeah. So Larry's like, what? And I'm like, you got to cheer for somebody.
Yeah.
It makes the game more interesting.
Absolutely.
You know, so it's kind of like, that's just what we do.
Oh, this is awesome. I love this.
But I've been very blessed. I've been so blessed by my life.
Oh, I'm so blessed to call you a friend.
Oh,
we're all blessed to have you in our lives.
Let's thank you.
Are just a treasure of Northwest Arkansas. I don't know anyone that doesn't love you. So
you're so
that's
sweet.
True.
Thank you.
Very true. So thank you.
I feel blessed.
You are. I love you. I love you. I just think you're so great. That's why we put you in the magazine a couple years ago. I just love that. And I know you were so excited for that.
Yeah.
I may have had to email you multiple times and strong arm you, but it's fine.
We got it done. We did.
You're like, no. And I'm like, no, it doesn't work. Thank you, though.
That's right.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I hope you'll join me for part 2 of your podcast so we can talk about the most fun part.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Check out Hope Cancer Resources if you all have time. They do amazing work in Northwest Arkansas. And while you're checking them out, don't forget to stop by Walmart and pick up your Hershey salty snacks, some Skinny Pop or Dot's Homestyle pretzels or Pirate's Booty. I know those are staples in my home. And don't forget to keep on inspiring culture of giving. See y'all next time.